Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. Landon, what do you call a security guard at a Samsung store?
What?
A Guardian of the Galaxy. All right, man. My name's Darien.
My name's Landon.
And, I couldn't think of a joke.
Very original.
That was like last minute. Like, I tried to think of make it relevant to this
format. Literally, I'm waiting for next week. I'm waiting for next week where you're all like, "Oh yeah, we ain't doing that no more."
No, we're still doing jokes. Just take me a minute to get back into it. My name's Darien.
My name's Landon.
Okay. And today we have a plethora of stuff we're going to get into. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games, you name it. We got it. Let's talk. How you been?
Been doing good. Playing Marvel's Avengers a lot. I've been enjoying Bucky. He's been in my opinion, a great addition to the game.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna review him in Cloning Labs here later. So I think what else has he done? Oh, been doing Christmas shopping. Bought my younger brother, not Noah, but my younger stepbrothers, bought him the Lego Marvel Superheroes collection.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Bit jealous because I don't have that. I mean, I have every game, but I don't have that, and I want that.
That'd be a fun stream.
And we should. I'd like to do that one day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you?
Not much. Avengers as well. We got treated this week to a bunch of trailers.
Oh yeah.
And promises for more trailers in the future. December 13th. Talk about that later. But I mean that my week consisted of a lot of reeling from that one trailer that we'll review in a moment.
Indiana Jones.
Yes, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. No.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's probably been about it for me. As far as I can think of. I did play some Marvel Spider-Man earlier.
Oh, yeah,
I beat that game like 12 times, it feels like, so. It was just like me. I was like, I feel like swinging around New York, so I did.
It dude. I get like I can't even play really. No, I can't. Okay, you're gonna hear something crazy coming from me.
Uh-oh.
I can't play that game no more.
Uh-oh. Then why are you waiting for the second one to come out?
Well, here's the thing: the game doesn't suck at all. Far from it. But man, when you play Miles Morales and how that game swings, it's a whole different ball game.
That's true.
Oh god, it feels so much more smoother. Like it feels so different. And dude, they did that in 2 years. Was that right? Yeah, 2 years. Imagine what they're going to do in 3. Because Miles Morales came out in 2020. New one's coming out in 2023.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know they were. Because California, the one in California, they were working on, I believe, they were working on Spider-Man 2, while the people in North Carolina are working on Miles. And so, because probably the most likely the people in California were working on Spider-Man 2 way longer. But anyways, I got excited from it. We actually do have some Marvel Spider-Man 2 news this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
We do?
Yeah, I slipped one on you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm interested. But if that's the case, I might as well hurry up and get to it. Let's start the episode with our review of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 teaser trailer, official trailer. I don't know, one of the two. It felt like a teaser, but it felt more like official trailer too, so I don't know.
I consider it a teaser.
All right. Guardians 3 trailer. I mean, it was rumored. It was rumored we're getting a trailer for this, a trailer for Ant-Man, and then possibly a trailer for Loki. But they did show off Loki stuff, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at CCXP, but they didn't. Or no, it was Brazil Comic-Con, not CCXP. And maybe it's the same thing. I have no idea.
Who knows?
But we didn't get a trailer for that. It'll be a while before we get a Loki trailer. But we did get stuff for Guardians and a little thing for Ant-Man. And we'll start with Guardians. going into this trailer, what were you thinking? Like,
I mean,
just reeling off of the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Yeah, which
I've seen like 4 times now.
I've seen it twice. I rewatched it. It's still feel the same. My opinions don't change. Haven't really changed on it. I was pretty surprised about what we saw. I thought we were going to get way less than what we did. It's weird because this is a trailer. It feels like it shows a lot, but it doesn't show a lot at all. It doesn't show anything really.
Yeah.
Like
you see enough to get what might be going on.
Like I didn't think we were going to see Adam Warlock at all.
No, we did see a little shot of Adam Warlock. Not many people are freaking out about that, like I thought they would.
Yeah, well, I mean, it literally looks exactly. I mean, he looks how I pictured he would look. Like once they announced the actor, I'm like, okay, he's gonna look just like this guy, but gold. And I wasn't too far off. I mean, I don't think any people were too far off.
And there's a difference. There's a difference with this character, this version of him, because he doesn't have the Infinity Stone in his forehead. Like in the comics, he has the stone and the Infinity Stone. But this, he just has some weird stone. They might have some. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is. Who knows? I mean,
I don't know. They did just introduce in a new Marvel comic. I saw an article for it. The 7th Infinity Stone. It's called a Black Stone. And I was like, huh.
I haven't heard anything about that. Really?
Yeah, I just saw an article about it, and I was like, that's interesting. Maybe they'll tie that in one day.
Nice. Because I mean, the stone. Correct me if I'm wrong. The stones weren't destroyed; they were just brought back to.
Yeah, they were brought back to the time. They were destroyed in our time. Thanos used the stones to destroy the stones. Yeah. But they went back in time to get the stones so they could do the whole thing, and then they went and sent them back.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. But Guardian trailer. I mean, I'm not gonna go through it like moment by moment, describe the whole trailer. I'm gonna hit some of the points that stuck out to me. First off, though, I do want to point out the planet that they go. Their ship is huge.
Yeah, I think it's massive.
Like the Bowie. I think James Gunn. I watched an interview with him yesterday, and he said that on the set of Guardians 3, that ship is 4 stories tall in real life.
Good God.
Yeah.
That's
okay, but they got an elevator to go up into it.
That's exciting. It's called the Bowie. I like that.
But it lands in like a neighborhood or whatever. There's some weird animal people. Drax throws a dodgeball at a little child.
Yeah.
And it really focuses. This trailer seems like focusing on Rocket. It's a lot. This movie is about Rocket, his backstory, his origin. We saw a shot of him as a baby. We heard a lot about that during Comic-Con. People had seen that. Yeah. There's a shot of baby Rocket. There's a shot, and I think it's like, to me, it's the like most haunting shot in the trailer, which is the one of Star-Lord. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. With him like screaming, and you see like the spit like in his. Like, I'm like, that scares me.
Yeah, it's like
I know something's happening right there that I don't want to see happen.
Yeah,
and I guarantee, since this is Rocket, this is the final Guardians movie. James Gunn said this is his last Marvel movie. I mean, he says never say never; they'll come back. But for now and for a long while, this is his last one.
Yeah, because I mean, he's at DC. He is the head of DC.
Yeah. And so this is going to tie off the whole. They said now Tom Clemenchev, who plays Mantis, came out and said that the Guardians aren't over, but it's going to be very different after. So I don't know if that means it'll be like a new team or what.
What was the whole deal with I don't remember this, but do you remember the like dang Sylvester Stallone being like Guardians 2 and all that? Like, is it?
And he had that team.
Like, I wonder if we're gonna see something about them again.
I don't know. You know that the guy who played Lex Luthor in Smallville played one of those guys on that team. Just saying.
Oh,
I know. I didn't know that until like this year.
You can't. I can't bring up anything without you mentioning Smallville, can I?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see them showing back up. They could be the next team of Guardians, but I mean, I don't know if he thought that far back or not. Let's see. I I mean, obviously, you see a lot more. You see another shot of Mantis crying, Rocket's hugging Lila, which is an otter. His love interest in comics, I believe. In a cartoon. There's a cartoon where she's in it as well. And we see that. We do see a shot of Drax being carried by Gamora's back. We could have assumed that already.
Yeah.
And Drax was being carried by Gamora and Mantis, I think it was. And he had like a huge burn hole in his chest.
Yeah. I don't think he's dead.
No. They're making it seem like a lot of people die in this movie. Just like the way they...
I mean, definitely, who is just... I need to figure out with me and you, who is a definite, who Rocket. Is definitely... You think Rocket's definite?
Yeah, 100%.
Groot is not. That's
yeah, I mean, and let me get preface on that Rocket thing. Both based on the stuff we saw in the trailer and how the villain of this is the High Evolutionary, and that's the guy who created Rocket. That's the hand that we see going to reach down towards Baby Rocket. That's him.
Yeah, and not to mention, like in the poster, Rocket's close to the sun. Yeah. It's like God dang.
Cosmo is in the poster.
Yeah.
Coming back.
I thought we didn't see Kraglin in the trailer, but we do.
Mm-mm. We do.
Yeah, we do.
I know he's on the poster.
He's in the trailer. He's in for like one frame. It's when they're carrying Peter.
Oh, gotcha.
He's on the very right, I believe.
Let me think. And then there's a shot of Rocket's like, we'll all fly away together one last time into the great big sky or something like that.
Yeah, as they're playing like one of my favorite songs ever. That's a good song. Oh god, I love that song.
It's in the meantime.
Yeah, in the meantime.
By Space Hog, I think.
Yeah, Space Hog. Yep. Love that song. As soon as they play that, I'm like, dude, that's gonna be my favorite Guardians movie.
Yeah, right when you hear the ooh, that, like, I'm not gonna attempt to sing it, but
yeah, I ain't either. People will leave this part.
They will. But yeah, and it ends with Groot saying, "We are Groot," and he's got all the pieces of him holding the gun. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, dude,
that's Groot angry that Rocket's dead.
I think that's like near the beginning of the film.
I think it might be after Rocket dies and Groot is like mad. He's like laying out everybody.
I don't think so. I mean, I think.
Wait, I just realized that we're gonna have to see Groot react to Rocket die, and I'm more sad.
Not that I don't think, because I think Groot's gonna be pissed off, but I don't think that's the same.
It's gonna be like a Chewbacca Han Solo moment from Force Awakens.
Oh yeah,
when Han Solo died, and Chewbacca just starts blasting.
I mean, Lord knows what's going to happen. You think so? Because I think all these Guardians we're seeing right now are something's going to happen. I think something major is going to happen to all of them.
Yeah.
Whether that be a death, kind of retirement, like, hey, I'm done.
I can see Peter doing that.
I mean, or
I think it's 100% for. Well, I'll say 100% for Rocket. About 85% sure for Drax.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the last movie. First of all, we know that. And there's that shot of Mantis crying, and the only thing people that will make Mantis cry like that is either Star-Lord dying or Drax dying.
Yeah.
And so I don't think Star-Lord's dying. I think he will die eventually in the MCU, but I don't think it's going to be in this movie.
I know you were telling me like Secret Wars.
I think one of the two Avengers movies, he's going to be one of them.
I can't see it.
I just think it because he's like one of the bigger people right now in MCU.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might happen. And then, like I said, Drax, she would cry like that if Drax died because they're like best friends. They're great friends. So, I mean, Lord, I'll say this: I am not emotionally prepared for this movie, and I don't think I will be going into it on May 5th.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of right around the corner.
It's not that long. That's like 5 months.
Dude, freaking
literally yesterday. It was 5 months from yesterday.
Yeah,
as we were recording this.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's close, man.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. And then they obviously got your little funny stinger at the end of the trailer where Max was like, "We're gonna kill every last one of them," and Star Lord's like, "No, we're not killing anybody." He was like, "I'll kill a few people." He's like, "No, nobody." He says, "Kill one guy, one sad, stupid guy who no one loves." Well, I think Drax is mad at something.
Now you're just making it sad.
Yeah. I mean that was the.
Oh God, man! Sorry, I'm fixated on like who the hell's going to die. I mean,
it's Rocket, Drax. I think those two are almost certain. I'm 100% certain about Rocket. I just don't want to admit that it's going to happen.
Maybe it's misled, man. Maybe it's just supposed to make you think that. Who knows?
I don't know.
Hey, the first time Marvel's done it, so
I'm scared.
We all are.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and rate this so we can get on all this news that we got. What did you rate this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer?
9
out of 5.
Oh, out of 5. Oh, well, 9.
9
I'd probably go.
So we do trailers out of 5.
I'd say 4.5.
I'm feeling that. I felt 4.5.
The only reason why I'm just not giving it a 5 is because I loved everything about it, but a trailer, it makes me want to. I didn't really feel like. I don't know. When I say trailer, I want to see it like again. I saw this trailer twice, and I'm just not in like it didn't feel like a dude. I need to see this again. You know.
Yeah. I watched it like 4 times right when it came out because that's what I do. I watch it once, and I'm like, oh my god, and then I'll message you, and then I'll go back through it just to like pick it apart, and I'll be like, oh, let me see this again. And yeah,
it was a great trailer though. I recommend. Anyway, I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, what are you doing? But,
yeah. And then, and there was a little Ant-Man thing too. Nothing too important. It's called a legacy trailer, and it really just like went through like Scott Lang's life basically, and like showing him how he became Ant-Man and his arc so far. And then it ends off with showing most of the stuff we've seen from the trailer for Ant-Man: The Wasp: Quantumania, except there's a new Kang line. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something like Scott Lang, everything you know. So he said something about time and all that. I think that one part of the line was said in the original trailer. But at the end, he goes, "You're way out of your league, Ant-Man." And it's the same scene that we saw at the end of the first trailer where he was like, "What do you say, Ant-Man?" or whatever. Yeah. But this time it's a different line. So like, I don't know which one's the.
I wonder if it's involved time travel. I wonder if we see that scene multiple times throughout the movie.
That like a Doctor Strange kind of situation.
Yeah, like a Dormammu. I've come to bargain.
Yeah. I've come to bargain.
Exactly.
Come to die.
Exactly. Just picture that for a minute. I mean, that's cool. Actually what it is. Because at one point, Scott looks like very confused. And it's all like, I wonder if he's kind of realizing, like, yeah, hold up. Like, we just did this a second ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But I thought I mentioned that. I'm not going to rate it because it's not really something to rate. It was just like a little bit. But yeah, that is the stuff we have to review for this section. Let's get into the news. The Department of Damage Control. They've showed up a few times in the last year. Mm-hmm. They were in. Well, they first started showing up in Homecoming with the whole Battle of New York thing. We saw that at the beginning, and then they were mentioned. I mentioned all throughout a lot of Phase 3, and then they're the ones that arrested Peter in No Way Home.
Yeah,
and they're the ones that were in She-Hulk. They were going after. She kept going to their prison because that's where Abomination was. They were in Miss Marvel. They were the kind of main villains of that a little bit. And I don't know. It seems like they're showing up a lot. Yeah. And we just got news that they will have a significant role in Armor Wars, the movie.
Okay. I forget that's turning into a movie.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, we don't know much about Armor Wars, but this is the first little tidbit of news about it. I don't know what it's a significant role. That means they have something to do with the story. Maybe they're trying to get some of Tony Stark's tech. I don't know. Well, we do know that they went to Stark Industries and seized a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And they mentioned that in No Way Home.
Yeah. They're trying to start the Armor Wars or whatever.
They might.
I don't know.
Do you think in Armor Wars we'll get to see Pepper Potts and maybe Morgan Stark, his daughter?
Definitely.
I feel like they should show. Then you show. She might be a little bit older now. She'll probably be. They'll probably have to recast. I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, that girl's like, I think she's still like she's like a few years older than she was then. She was like 5 in the Endgame. Maybe.
Who knows? I feel bad for that girl. She got picked on. She was in one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense. Lord.
People are jealous.
I know. Screw. I would have done the same. I would have bullied her.
That's messed up.
How dare you? You
didn't invite me.
I do. I hope she's doing better now, though. I do hope she's doing better now.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, I don't think they should. I can't see the point. Mm-hmm. But who knows?
Yeah. I thought I mentioned that. Across the Spider-Verse has a trailer dropping on December 13th. That's
gonna be good.
A week from today.
That's gonna be good.
I guess. Okay, I wasn't planning on doing this. I'll go ahead and say this now, and I'll mention it a few, probably 4 more times. We have a stream happening tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Thursday, yes. Well, probably tomorrow when you guys see this. But we're doing the Game Awards. I was originally planning on next week doing an extra beef of Phase 4 ranking, which I think we're still going to do. We'll do a normal episode next week, too, so we get to review the Across the Spider-Verse trailer. And then we're taking a break until the Sunday before January 11th, whatever that is. January 11th is the first episode of the Arkham Files Season 2. Just had to put that out there. What are you hoping for in this trailer? We got that one little trailer.
Oh, no, that's a trailer. You want to talk about a 5 out of 5 trailer? I'll give. That's it. I mean, I've watched that thing so many times.
It's really quick. Like,
it's so dang good. Like, hearing like Miguel come in, grabbing Miles and just chucking them. Oh God, I love it. I'm like, I love Miguel O'Hara. I love him. I love Spider-Man 2099. And like you want to talk about the best thing that came out in the 90s of comic books? That's him. Obviously, I'm wanting to see different Spider people. We've seen some time. I was at Target today with my girlfriend, and we saw some Spider-Verse toys. Across Spider-Verse toys. No, and nothing crazy, nothing like be like, hey, I got the inside scoop of what's coming to the thing. It's stuff everybody's been talking about, but like, I want to see what the heck that freaking cyborg Spider Woman is all about.
Oh yeah.
Now, I think does not look like a woman. But I'm intrigued. Very.
Yeah. We got some images put out too. One of Miles and Gwen. They look like they're sitting upside down.
Yeah. Hey, what's that? Hey, they a couple. Lord knows. Not to mention, I think everybody's been forgetting about this. This is a 2-parter.
It is.
That's what we think of. I don't know if it's going to be 3 parts, but and there's 3 movies here, or I guess 4.
There's and we had Into the Spider-Verse, and now we have Across the Spider-Verse, and I think the next one's called Beyond the Spider-Verse, right? They said that.
Yeah, but is it like Across the Spider-Verse Part 2, and then the next one's like Beyond?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think Part 2 is called Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh, really? Okay, so it is just 3 movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 2 and 3 are going to kind of be like this new one. Across the Spider-Verse is going to end off on a cliffhanger, I think.
Lord, man, I just got the chills just thinking about it. dude? What's gonna happen? Like, you know, what I'm saying?
I didn't see Into the Spider-Verse in theaters. I do plan on seeing this one in theaters.
Oh, dude, that was an experience. I mean, I remember I was a bit nervous because I'm like, man, I hope they do this good.
I would have loved to hear that Prowler music over the theater.
Oh, golly. Oh, yeah. It was, you missed out, man. You missed out.
I did just recently watch Into the Spider-Verse with my grandma. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like animated stuff, kind of like me. And that's probably where I get it from. And right when we started it, I was like, I like this movie. I said, I don't like animated stuff, but I do really like this movie. And she said, I don't know. We'll see. And she said she was hooked within the first minute.
I mean, literally, you want to talk about probably the best opening to any Spider-Man movie, period. Mm-hmm. Period. There's no competition. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. I don't know. Maybe Amazing Spider-Man 2, but everybody forgets it actually opens up with that stupid plane crashing. So I don't care. I mean, literally, you have like the definition of Spider-Man and like that opening, and it is beautiful. So yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I love trailer next week.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh no. All right, got another piece of news here. This is kind of big news. This came out. It was first put out by Daniel RPK, and then the Cosmic Circus, who I think is another reputable source, said that their sources say the same thing. That Ultron is reportedly set to appear in future MCU projects. The Ultron AI was not destroyed in Age of Ultron, and remnants of the Ultron AI are still active but dormant. I think Armor Wars and Vision Quest, those two are very high chances to see this play out.
Yeah.
Especially Vision Quest. He could still have maybe have some of Ultron in him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in what they do. I liked Ultron in Age of Ultron, but I think they could have done him a bit better.
Yeah,
like Ultron cannot be just a one part. I wish the Age of Ultron was like.
I think that's why they're doing, like, they're bringing him back because they know like everyone hated on that, but they didn't really have the chance to bring him back throughout the rest of that Infinity Saga because that was kind of they're building up to something different. They couldn't just like. I feel like now he can show back up more often.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't like a terrible villain by no means. It's just like.
James Spader's voice is so fun to listen to.
Oh no, yeah, dude, he was great as Ultron. It just felt like a waste of what it could have been.
Yeah,
you know.
It seems like we're getting him back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I think Armor Wars actually. Now I think about it, Vision Quest has a chance, but Armor Wars also has another chance, more high than I think Vision Quest because of I mean Tony Stark created Ultron. That Ultron could still be in some of his tech. Vision is technically some of his tech too, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Then again, it could be Vision Quest and Armor Wars could be connected. It could be like a 2-part Ultron thing.
Yeah, you think that's gonna be like a 2-parter or something?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. Vision Quest. I mean, Vision could show up in Armor Wars. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The future of the MCU is
confusing.
Is confusing in wild in ways I cannot comprehend.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Ultron making his return. Let's see what is next. Alfred Molina says, quote, he can neither confirm nor deny if he is officially retired from playing Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah. He can't. Oh, good Lord. I don't know
what he'd show back up in, though.
Across the Spider-Verse.
I mean, true. He could.
Oh, I mean, hey, why not?
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Miles. Oh, dude. That would. Oh, God. I love. Oh, man.
No, he can still go, hello, Peter, and then he realizes it's Miles, and he goes, oh, not again. Tricked again.
Tricked again. Gosh darn it. What do you mean you're not my Peter?
You can bring in Jamie Foxx's Electro, and he can meet the Black Spider-Man he wanted to meet.
Hey, do that. Black Spider-Man he wanted to be.
He did. He said he was like, "There's supposed to be black." He said maybe he did say maybe there's one out there somewhere, and there is.
There is. I remember my theater, dude. My theater, like, there was one guy just crying next to me. He thought that was so funny.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I just thought you'd be black.
I just thought you'd be black. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's hilarious. Oh, Andrew, you sweetheart.
But yeah, I guess you want him to come back, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not even a question.
Not a question. I mean, to be fair, maybe he just has no idea. You know, maybe he's all like,
true.
"Hey,
That's true. But he did say neither confirm nor deny, so he could just be playing coy, or could really just not know. Maybe he's just not allowed to say anything at all because his contract. Well, that means that he does have a contract.
He has a contract for something. I mean, what though? Exactly. Well, I mean, what though exactly? That's a bit confused on that.
Maybe we'll get our own version of Doc Ock eventually in the MCU Spider-Man movies, and still played by Alfred Molina.
I wonder how that would work though, because I mean, Tom knows how to like stop him.
Yeah, but maybe this one's smarter or something, or he's got better tech. I don't know.
Stark tech. That's Stark tech.
Oh gosh.
If they would literally, like, after that whole thing of, hey, you know, let's not be Tony Stark anymore.
Well, that's the thing now, that because he's his own hero, he doesn't have to rely on anybody else but himself.
Yeah.
So now we're open up for an actual Spider-Man story. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the whole most of the story's been good so far. Anyway, it's different.
Yeah.
But now we're getting like, okay, this is Spider-Man right here. Like this is actually
what Spider-Man is. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're in for a treat, I feel like, with the next Spider-Man movie.
Heard that Zendaya and Tom Holland broke up.
I heard that too.
Yeah, so
sucks.
Sorry, Abby. Oh. I'm leaving.
Tom Holland.
Sorry, Abby. I'm going for Tom Holland.
Nathan Drake.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Zendaya's cute, but you know, I'm a Emma Stone's in my heart forever and always.
And Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, screw it, Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, why is that a question?
Why is that a question?
Every man knows. Yeah, but yeah, Doc Ock could be making a return. All right. Next up here on the news is some Daredevil Born Again information. One of a couple we have today. A few, actually. Daredevil Born Again has cast Michael Gandolfini, who, let's see what he has played in. Gandolfini. He was in the Many Saints of Newark, the Sopranos spinoff that a lot of people like.
Yeah.
He was in the movie The Gray Man with Chris Evans. He was in Cherry, Tom Holland movie.
Did not see that.
Yeah, and that's all he's really been in. He's been in a lot of bigger stuff recently. Most of the stuff is not older. He was in Ocean's 8, if it's anything. But he's most known for Many Saints of Newark. He played Tony Soprano in that.
Oh, okay.
And his dad originally portrayed the character in the movie. Okay. So he's been cast. And you want me to share my screen so you see what he looks like?
No. I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Well, he has been cast in a major role in the show, and the rumor has it that he is going to be playing Nicholas Fisk, which is Kingpin's son.
Oh, okay.
So he might have had a kid with Vanessa.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's the rumor. But there's another piece of news that kind of involves something with him here in just a little bit. First, let's get into some other stuff here real quick. Reminder, for those of you that are watching Marvel movies on Hulu, because there are a few, these movies are leaving Hulu on December 31st. X-Men, X2 and X-Men: The Last Stand, along with the Blade trilogy and Ang Lee's Hulk. They are all leaving Hulu on the 31st.
Oh, I didn't Hulk. Love that movie. Dang it! I like Ang Lee's Hulk. I had my 4K I literally had my 4K copy of it.
That's
My
wasted
dad
money.
sold it. Dude, my dad sold that thing and he tried to act like he didn't know it was mine. Like, bullcrap. I'm the only one that likes this movie.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, I didn't know it was yours, Landon. I'm like, bull. Selling my Great Gatsby, my Ang Lee Hulk in 4K. I hate you.
Wow. Yeah, those are leaving Hulu. If you want to watch those, I don't know how we're going to watch the Blade trilogy. I think they're on HBO Max too. So we'll probably still be fine with that. And the X-Men movies are on Disney Plus, most of them. And then Ang Lee's Hulk might be on HBO Max. That's where I watched it at. I think.
Yeah.
Or was it the Incredible Hulk? It was the Incredible Hulk.
I'm at the 4K.
Yeah. Yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know that. We got some Loki Season 2 information coming up right here. Game of Thrones actress Katie Dickey will play a villain in Loki Season 2. Rumor has it she's playing an older version of Sylvie from another timeline.
Oh, okay.
I did hear that Loki Season 2 story is not what a lot of people expected it was going to be. You thought, it's going to be them getting ready to fight Kang, and but that's not what it is. Kang is there. He's like behind the scenes pulling stuff. He's a big threat, but there's also another villain that they have to deal with first.
Huh.
And we'll get into that because I do have some information about Loki Season 2 here in a minute. But back with some more Daredevil stuff. Marvel Studios, in Michael Gandolfini's MCU contract for Daredevil Born Again, they included, quote, options for future seasons of the show.
Oh, wow.
Multiple 18-episode seasons.
Okay.
It's just going to be crazy. It's just going to be crazy. The pacing of it, is going to be so different than what we're used to with the Disney Plus shows.
Mm-hmm.
We're used to, everything's done over, 6 episodes. Now it's going to be 18 episodes. So they really get to, go through it all.
Yeah.
It'll be good. I hope. We still don't know if they're getting back the two that played Karen and Foggy from the original show. There's been no news about that.
I'm sure they do. They're just waiting for some type of E3. Not E3, sorry, Comic-Con to announce that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're just waiting.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, but I thought I'd mention that. Maybe some future seasons of Daredevil Born Again. Yeah. Right, let me pull up my screenshots here for Loki because we got a lot to go through. Some of it might be spoilers, but it's all by Daniel RPK, so it's very reliable news.
Very reliable spoilers.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
Katie Dickey is the main villain. She plays an older version of Sylvie, trying to right her wrongs. She's using rogue TVA agents to erase the new timelines that appeared after the death of He Who Remains. Loki and the rest of the TVA wants to get in her way because they don't want other people to die and they need the timelines to be free. No Kang overseeing the TVA. TVA is now on their own. The ending of Season 1 misled everyone. There is no Kang in the TVA. We find out about this in Episode 1 and return to our usual agency, but at the moment, no one is responsible for them. So, there's no, originally we had, Timekeepers, which was that Kang was, or He Remains behind that. Now, TVA is just, their own thing, in this version, whatever.
Yeah.
So, something's up with that. And then, let's see, okay. Kei Hui Kwan, who plays, he plays Short Round in Indiana Jones, and we talked about the news from Comic-Con that he's been cast in this season.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He plays Kang, a character who's be called Ouroboros, who will go by the name B.O. B-O. This is a character in charge of tech at the TVA. Raphael Casal is reportedly playing a character called X5, a rogue TVA agent who escaped in the 70s to become a movie star, and the character will reportedly be working for Kate Dickey's character. And we got some news about the plot.
Okay.
Loki, Mobius, and other agents of the TVA are trying to prevent the elderly Sylvie and the rogue agents from erasing the new timelines. During their mission, Loki finds our Sylvie, who is hiding in the 70s and works at McDonald's. Now, that does coincide with those set photos we saw a while back.
Yeah.
All the Lokis we saw in the first season, besides the classic Loki, will return. So, like Kid Loki, President Loki, the crocodile Loki,
Mm-hmm. That like barbarian Loki, or was like a warrior?
Yeah, him. I can't remember his name. That's why I was kind of not talking about. Loki and Sylvia's romance continues and will play a central role in the story.
Are we going to see different other Loki? I mean, surely
there's a possibility. Yeah, we might.
Okay.
I'm surprised. Kang plays a secondary role, so he's in it. It's just not that big of a role.
Mm-hmm.
This does set up Kang Dynasty. They said that this leads straight in. This is one of the things that leads straight into that. The Mobius we see at the end of season 1, the one that doesn't know who Loki is still our Mobius. Loki actually went back in time when the TVA first appeared, and he who remains was not hiding from others. So the TVA that he's at now is back when it first it showed up, and that's why there's the Kang. That's why there's the Kang statue, because he's not hiding from people. He's like, I run this place. So that's that. He later erased all of the TVA agents' memories, which we know of the show, and made them believe in the timekeepers. So we're at a time when, or at least at the beginning, when this doesn't happen. This is the past. Loki's mind flits between TVA's past and present until Mobius brings him to Bao. Oh, I don't know. Oh, played by so it's the K. Hui Kwan's character, Bo. I spelled it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's from the TVAs behind their technology. He will create some kind of device and give it to Loki so that he can fully return to the present.
Okay.
And so I would not be surprised if Loki returns to the present and warns the Avengers about King.
Yeah.
He shows up.
Sees Thor. See Thor, yeah.
I hope that happens. I really want to see that. Yeah, that's all that. It's a lot.
Very, yeah.
Most of the stuff we have now is big news. The rest of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. It comes out June, I think.
Yes, June.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. This is big. This is really big. Marvel Studios is reportedly streamlining this. This came out, I think, also by Daniel RPK, because he does live streams or something. He posts them on Patreon, and he just kind of talks about stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently Marvel Studios is streamlining certain X-Men actors into the MCU after Secret Wars. Meaning, Hugh Jackman, for example, let's take him. He'll show up in Secret Wars, then he'll stay after Secret Wars and be our Wolverine. I might not do that, but that's an example of what means streamlining them into the MCU.
Yeah.
So either that, or it might not be the same Wolverine that we knew from those movies, but it's going to be the same actor playing him.
Yeah.
So, what actors would you like to see streamlined into the MCU from the X movies?
I would like to see what's his name? Who played Cyclops in
the original
James Marsden. I don't know if they'll bring him back, but if they do,
I like that.
I loved him. I thought that was actually one of the really good casting choices.
What's he looking like nowadays? Let's see. Oh, he could do it.
Don't look too bad.
I forgot he literally plays like the dude in Sonic.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else.
I'd like the guy that plays Beast. I can see him. Either one.
Here's the thing. I like him, but I need they gotta get rid of that makeup, man. They gotta get rid of it. I want CGI Beast.
Yeah, they'll do. They'll probably do that.
Because I was never a fan of the whole makeup thing. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. What about Professor X and Magneto? You think that?
I don't see them bringing in Ian McKellen as Magneto.
Yeah,
and I don't see them doing
Patrick Stewart again.
Patrick Stewart, yeah, I don't see that. I think they won't do that with them.
Yeah,
I think Hugh Jackman depending on how he feels, he seems like he's having a blast doing Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
And this might reinvigorate him. Maybe want to come back as Wolverine. Maybe they'll. I mean, we know he'll be in Secret Wars.
Yeah. Well, it's so because Hugh Jackman has been on the record saying his only regret playing Wolverine is that he never got to do a Deadpool film and an Avengers film. Those two's going to mark it off the list, but Lord knows what's going to happen to him after this.
Yeah,
because he might. Because I think he is kind of done with the character, but he has the second chance of, okay, I can actually do the things I was unable to do due to licensing at the time. But now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, now I can do it, and actually complete everything. A character could do.
I think what's Halle Berry looking like nowadays? I think she should come back as Storm.
I don't think so. I don't hate Halle Berry as Storm.
Catwoman? You don't want Catwoman back? Storm.
Yes, I don't want Catwoman back as Storm. No, that's why I could.
She's getting a little old.
Don't get me wrong, I love Halle Berry as Storm. I just don't. Is there?
I'm trying to think of other actors.
I don't want the girl who did Rogue.
You just don't want anybody.
I don't want no one. No, I'm trying to think of.
I think they might do the young Professor X if they do bring in one of them.
They're gonna do. God, what's his name?
Wow, he's a good actor. I can't remember his name though. Gosh.
Yeah.
He played in.
Talk about the guy in First Class.
Yeah, and he played in Split too. That movie.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Is his name James McAvoy?
Yes, James McAvoy. Yeah, he's a really good actor. I think they might bring him in, maybe.
Yeah, I know there's rumors.
As a younger Professor X, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see. I mean, we have old Professor X a lot. I mean, we had young Professor X in those movies, but I wouldn't mind having him as like full time. It'd just be like kind of different than we're used to.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably have it where he's like a bit older, like kind of like in the middle a bit,
makeup a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could do that.
Get the other guy in First Class, do Magneto.
Yeah, that's true. See, there you go. And as they're in it, 'cause they're going to be in it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they're just coming in, they might get old, and we'll start to see like them age a bit. I don't know. I feel like
unless Giancarlo Esposito comes in.
Hey, we still don't know what's going on with him.
Lord knows what's going on with that.
Even in the raps, he started talking about it. Marvel was like, "Shh,
shut up."
He was like, "No, I want to say it." Because that's old Giancarlo.
He's the only exception that he needs to say stuff.
Yeah, I hope he's playing Mr. Freeze in the Batman too. That's
please.
not like that's just like fan casting, but
that's like the bet. Like, I'm still kind of with my thing of Bryan Cranston playing Mr. Freeze. But dang, dude, I mean, I wouldn't mind Giancarlo playing some Freeze. I'll be into it.
Oh yeah, but let's move on back onto the news real quick. So we got a lot of big stuff we got to hit up. This next part is huge stuff. If it's true, I don't know who's coming from. I've been seeing it all over parts of Twitter and Instagram. Insider heavy spoilers is who says it. We have plot details for Avengers Kang Dynasty.
Oh, wow.
Now, early plot details because this is like the first draft of the script. So obviously this could all completely change.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say it now. But if it doesn't change, spoilers, mute us for like 1 minute.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The source was quick to emphasize that this information remains accurate as far as they are concerned right now. Things could change as the script is still being worked on and the final plot details won't be nailed down yet. But you will get a picture of what they're cooking up. Just as how Thanos was ultimately the main character of Infinity War, because it focused a lot on him. Jonathan Majors' Kang will reportedly be the star of Kang Dynasty as it serves as the culmination of his journey. As part of that, the Kang Dynasty will uncover his Nathaniel Richards backstory, and moviegoers will, quote, learn more about him conquering worlds across the multiverse. This also includes seeing the first wave of Avengers attempt to take him down, but they will not be alone. He Who Remains from Loki will also be involved on the heroes team. However, he will just be known as Nathaniel, since this time around he is not the only one remaining yet. for him, this is the first time he's experiencing multiversal shenanigans, indicating this predates him founding the TVA. So this is him before he created the TVA.
Yeah.
He'll be on their team, and that's the plot details.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, not too much, but also we did get less more than we knew minutes ago.
Yeah. Sounds very.
I'm excited.
Very, very out there.
I hope that people. Oh, that's not out there.
Yeah. It's not out there. I don't know what I was talking about, but like, a lot of it seems like kind of like a no duh kind of thing. Like, yeah of course it's gonna be.
The He Who Remains thing is like the main.
Yeah.
No. Hope they are unmuted right now because we're moving on. Marvel Studios. This is also news that hit, and it kind of ties into what we're talking about the X-Men thing a little bit. Also some Secret Wars stuff. We do know that they are contacting a lot of older Marvel actors.
Yeah.
We know 3 officially, not official, but Daniel RPK said it, and this is what he's been hearing. So these are the 3 that more than likely 100% are going to be there. But Marvel Studios are attempting to recruit heavy hitter Marvel icons like Hugh Jackman, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield to appear in minor roles in Secret Wars. So it'll be minor roles, so it won't be like anything big.
Yeah.
I just cannot believe we might see Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield on the same screen. I mean, obviously Tobey and Andrew, we had that in No Way Home, but Hugh Jackman.
I'm praying we get to see Eric Bana.
Hey, you never know. I think Ghost Rider, Nick Cage.
That'd be crazy. Like we could actually have we need to have like that one scene that was in like Endgame where like all the women came together from it. We need to have a scene like that.
Oh, that with all the OGs.
It's all the OGs. Like that would be the most hardest thing on the planet.
Oh my gosh. I'll be screaming in the theater.
I mean, I'd be like, dude, this is like what we grew up with. This is dude, this was like dude, as a kid, I swear I thought all these were like in the same universe, and they kind of are, because Wolverine was supposed to show up in the first Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wolverine was mentioned in a deleted version of the post-credit scene for Iron Man. It's supposed to be a nod to the Fox X-Men stuff, but they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Spider-Man was mentioned in that as well.
Mm-hmm. Deadpool 3 news, also related to Loki. We got news that the plot for Deadpool 3 is going to, quote, heavily involve Loki's TVA. I think it's more than basically confirmed now that the TVA is going after Deadpool, probably for what he did at the end of Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
News came out today about Deadpool that Chris Evans, Ewan Gruffudd, and Jessica Alba are going to reprise their roles as Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic.
What about?
They didn't say anything about the Thing. So I don't know if there will be, maybe he died or something. I don't know how they're going to do that.
He died. It's like, don't.
Maybe, Michael Chiklis might not want to come back in the role. So
dude. Get Michael Chiklis back in the role.
But I can't wait to hear the jokes about Captain America and Human Torch.
I mean,
this is why they killed him off.
This is why they killed him off. Literally, what that was what it was. That's like, we won't get Captain America back, but he's gonna be like our Human Torch now. I'm sorry, what? That would be like the craziest thing on the planet.
It would be. But yeah, Loki's TVA, Deadpool 3, and Fantastic 4 or Fantastic 3 as well. All right. Marvel Studios has cast actresses Margarita Levieva and Sandrine Holt in Daredevil Born Again as love interests for the leads. My boy Matt Murdock. Let me tell you about the She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Now these two and Karen.
He gets women.
It's a blind man, and he
knows his way, man. Hey, dude. Just listen. Matt Murdock proved it. Just gotta listen. That's it.
Just gotta listen.
Just gotta listen.
But yeah, I don't know if it's one of those will be a love interest of him, but there might be another lead that has one of these as a love interest as well.
I swear.
I'm not sure exactly. We don't know anything about this show other than some casting.
I swear, man. If there's another Matt Murdock sex scene.
Hey, 18 episodes. That's how long we have to see. We do know that White Tiger is going to be in it, played by Jenna Ortega. It's playing Wednesday in the show, which I've heard a lot of good things about. I should watch.
I've heard good things too.
It's made by Tim Burton, so I mean, I'd probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thought I'd mention that on there. It's kind of funny that Matt Murdock is getting the ladies. Here's some bad news. Nate Moore, producer, I believe, of Wakanda Forever, confirmed that Namor can return, but not in a standalone film, as he can't produce a Namor project due to Universal Pictures owning the film rights to the character, same as Hulk. So, down the drain for that Namor project.
Kevin, you lied to us. You said if the movie did good, we would get one. What happened?
Yeah, but apparently, the movie has done good. It hasn't broke $1 billion yet, I don't think. But, so it didn't do as good as the first one. But did it break $1 billion? I don't know. I need to look at this. Wakanda Ever worldwide box office. I said 733 million. Okay. So yeah, didn't make anywhere as near the first one, but it's still a lot. It's still good.
Yeah.
But I guess they're still not going to be able to do that due to Universal.
Not yet.
Yeah. Thought I mentioned that. And here's some big stuff. Last two. The last one's a big spoilers thing. This one's not. Big Marvel news. This could change a lot of stuff, including this podcast. Marvel Studios is currently reevaluating its release lineup for phases 5 and 6. They are interested in pushing a quality over quantity approach to these phases. The idea of special presentations has gained more traction as a distribution method for more potential projects moving forward. Projects already in post-production are still set for release at this time, and the main focus of the reevaluation will be on projects still in the pre-production stage, as well as most of Phase 6. Expect shifts in release schedules for some projects, changes in media formats for others, and in the most extreme and unlikely of cases, a postponement or outright cancellation of a project that would not be suited towards the overall story of the multiverse saga.
How would this affect us?
They're going to have to. If they're doing quality over quantity, means it's not going to be as many projects. So there's going to be bigger gaps in between the stuff we review, right? Meaning we might not have that as much news as normal.
Okay. Well,
we would be affected. That we're going to have to be sitting out on the sidewalk with a little cup, and this is ask for change for the podcast.
I mean,
but I'm happy about this.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy as well. I'm nervous because I hope it is true, man.
They saw it's a lot to do with Bob Iger, and that he said that he saw the stuff that was going on. Apparently, people inside Marvel Studios aren't happy with the way Phase 4 has went. It's obviously they had their big hits, and then we talked about this. They had their bad. It's very split.
I mean, there are some good moments, but I mean, I think Phase 4 is probably the worst.
I mean, yeah. Overall, to me, if I could describe this phase, I would go, That's my.
that's what a good.
Just.
Yeah.
But apparently, they're looking to change that, and I'll have more information soon. But it seems like a lot of stuff could get pushed back. Thinking maybe the Avengers movies might get pushed back a year, each of them. Which means 2027 and was when we get Secret Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the wait, man. Just so it can make, if it can make those movies even better, I'm all for it.
Yeah. And that's that. Next, We have some news here, and this is where you guys will mute if you don't want to hear some big spoilers. Big spoilers.
This episode's spoiler.
It is. We got some news about a possible ending for Avengers Kang Dynasty. This goes with the plot too, but I just kind of left it to the end because I didn't want to like drop that bombshell in the middle. Because we know it's going to end on a cliffhanger, and I'm going to say it now. So if you don't want to hear it, mute because I'm going to spoil it. And you want to hear this, Landon?
Sure.
Okay, it's early on, so I mean, it could get changed. I'm going to throw it out there in 3, 2, 1. The Kang Dynasty is rumored to end with Kang, the same version from Quantum Mania, conquering so many worlds and defeating the Avengers, leading to secret wars where the Avengers will search the multiverse for more heroes to help in battle.
Interesting.
There you go. Yeah. Not too spoilery, but a little bit of spoilers.
Yeah. I'll be honest. It'd be kind of a boring way to end Kang Dynasty.
Not really. He just like takes over every world and kills a couple of Avengers.
Well, it just feels like it ended the same way as Infinity War ended.
I mean, they have to. I mean, how else are they going to do a cliffhanger? They got to have like, oh, everything sucks. Boom. Everything's in peril. What are we going to do? And then they got to move on to Secret Wars, where they're going to go search the multiverse.
I mean, they're going to have to really make me believe that the Avengers can't win.
I mean, it's hard to believe they can win if this guy literally takes over the multiverse.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, okay, whoa, yeah, really, how are they going to get this done? Because no way that we know of that they can travel yet, or I don't know. Oh, I mean, hey, now I can't wait to see them be defeated again.
Yep, it's always fun. Mm. I think that's everything for Marvel.
Yeah.
A lot of big stuff.
Yeah, the spoiler episode.
It is. DC. Let's move on to that real quick. A decent amount of stuff for this. Shazam 2 is confirmed to feature new original villains, making it the first DCEU project to have main villains who did not originate from the comics.
Oh,
I guess it's those 2 women. Older ladies from the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this movie other than like what we saw in that trailer, which apparently we did hear this. James Gunn is now working with all of the crew and cast and stuff of these movies, him and Peter Safran, and they're giving pointers and helping to kind of fix some stuff.
Yeah.
So there's hope that Shazam 2 will look better. And that one line's not going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
The dragon, like, I still trucking a dragon. I love my life.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't want to see this movie. Oh god, it was such a terrible line.
I'm trying to think of what I was going to say, and I forgot it. Great. But yes, Shazam 2, original villains. It comes out at some point. Probably think sometime in March. I don't know. I don't know the release date. This is big. We got a little clearer of an idea of what DC is doing with the whole, because James Gunn confirmed as well that DC is going to be connected through film, TV, animation, and gaming. And before you make a comment, let me explain, because this gaming thing sounds a lot better now that we got a little bit more clear information. Yeah. Not every game is going to be in the DCU, right? Most games aren't. They're just going to be their own things. Like, we're going to have, for example, we're not going to have an Arkham game, but say, like, we have another Arkham game come out. I'm like, all right, cool. Suicide Squad sequel. All right, sweet. But there will be, like, say, they'll be going through the movies, right? Movies, TV shows, get this whole interconnected story. Then they'll release a game real quick, and there'll be, like, one game. They'll be like, oh, this takes place in that, so you can play this if you want to get some more story and stuff. But you don't have to understand what's going on. Yeah. It's kind of like an optional thing. So not there's still going to be its own, like, separate DC video games. There's going to be like 1 or 2 here and there that's like, oh, this takes place in this movie universe, so you can play that and get some story.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be like overwhelming video games connected in this universe where you're just like, this sucks. As it would suck.
It sucks.
But we did get that information that it'll still be that you'll have a couple games in the DC universe, like the DCU, and then you'll have like the other games. They're separate from all that and just their own thing.
Yeah.
So you still have the chances for creators to be creative, and you also have the chances where James Gunn's going to be working on video games, like he did with Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh god, that'd be awesome. Dude, I can't wait for that remake. That's gonna be awesome.
Like, I forgot about that.
I'm off to the stream.
I'm dressing as Lollipop Chainsaw, and I'm going to pick it up.
You want me to be I don't know. I'll be the head that's by your voice.
Yeah. The dead boyfriend's head.
Dude, we'll both dress up as Lollipop Chainsaw.
Spillman to do it too.
Come on, John.
Yep, come on. All right, let's move on here. WBTV is, quote, closing a big deal to release new animated DC content on Amazon services, according to the CEO Channing Dungey. They're doing that's the same as Sony is doing with Prime Video, where they're making deals for projects for Spider-Man related stuff. DC's doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that. That is some news that came out. But yeah. Let's see what's next. All right. Next, the Flash movie got given a new logo. I'm not sure if you've seen this on social media. It's been put off everywhere.
Yeah, I saw it.
And the release date has been changed. It's been pushed up a week. So now it still comes out June, and I believe it is June 13th.
Okay, so it comes out earlier. That's nice.
Yeah. This movie is. This movie.
I'm not really excited. It's a movie.
I'm only excited because of Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck, and that's the only reason. Maybe Supergirl. I don't know.
I mean, Michael Keaton's thing got shortened down. I am excited.
And whoever else shows up. We don't know.
What?
And whoever else shows up, because we do know this is a multiverse thing. More people could show up.
Oh yeah, is there like one secret character they haven't revealed yet?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Not sure.
I can't remember.
But yeah, thought I mentioned that. Release date's changed, new logo. Seems like marketing's getting ready to start for it. A lot of art's been coming out for the movie. I did see that.
Yeah.
James Gunn tweeted something with the cat on Twitter with the caption "Making Plans." Just making plans. Period. With a picture of a panel from Kingdom Come, the story.
Mm.
Kingdom Come's a good book. I don't know if you've read that. Really
yeah,
good.
I have not.
Yeah, Alex Ross art.
I love it.
Yeah. That's the one where that Superman suit came from with the black. And he's like, old.
Yeah. I love that suit.
So James Gunn tweeted that, making plans with the picture of that. Everyone's thinking he might be building up to maybe a Kingdom Come story. But then again, you have a lot to go if you want to do a Kingdom Come story.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless it's like a futuristic, like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. We have some more information about.
Maybe he's that good. I don't know. He's that good. He can play. Literally within like a month, he can like plan just this whole thing perfectly.
Well, he said he's got most of the slate already finished, and we have news about when it's going to start. Too.
When will that be?
Well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. HBO Max's The Penguin spinoff is casting a new actor to play mob boss Salvatore Maroni, a character who briefly appeared in The Batman. He got busted for drugs, and they mentioned The Batman a few times, and he's on a newspaper and on the wall at one point, and they mentioned him a lot, actually. I remember.
Yeah.
Salvatore Maroni in the comics is the guy who is responsible for Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face. And now he's going to be in The Penguin. So this is going to be very like mob, like Godfather kind of, I feel like, but in the Batman universe.
Yeah.
You're going to have a war of the families because you got the Falcones, his daughter, Falcon's daughter is supposed to be in the show, and she's probably going to want to take over. Penguin thinks he already is taking over. Now you got Maroni coming in. And you're going to have that war going on.
Yeah. I'm excited.
It makes me want to play Mafia again.
A game I still have not played.
Shame on you.
Sorry. Lord.
I can't even play it again because they took it off of PS Plus.
Well, buy it like the rest of us.
I'm too lazy.
Okay. Shut your mouth.
So, I enjoyed Black Adam. I thought it was a good movie. I'd like to see it again at some point. I don't know. Maybe when it comes on HBO Max, I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
They were hoping to make at least $700 million from the movie because they spent 600. Oh no, okay, no, sorry. They needed $700 million to break even.
Yeah,
it's an expensive movie. They are apparently not going to hit that number. They're going to lose about 50 to 100 million. And now the movie is considered a flop.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I really do hate it because it actually wasn't that bad.
I know it's not a flop by any means. I mean, it's not the greatest movie, but I mean, it's still not a flop.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell you what a flop is. Go watch. Sex Times Justice League. Anyway, that's a flop to me.
Dude, I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Wonder Woman 84.
That's a flop.
We need to review that. Birds of Prey. Suicide Squad 2016.
Fortunately, those actually did well.
Yeah, somehow.
Golly.
Yeah, Black Adam. Considered a flop now, less than 50 to 100 million in its theatrical run.
I think Black Adam did a bunch of good things that could make DC better.
JSA.
So, yeah, like the JSA in that was amazing. Hawkman stole the show. I love him. Mm-hmm. Dr. Fate stole the show. I mean, everyone.
Adam Smasher.
Cool. What was that girl's name?
Cyclone.
Cyclone stole the show. I love them.
They were good. I really want one thing. If I get anything from that movie, I just want a JSA spinoff, whether it be a show. I mean, heard that thing about Rorschach possibly showing up on an Adam Smasher show.
Please.
But I wouldn't be surprised. I think I had read that it might not be, and it could be the original, like Rorschach we saw in the Watchmen movie, like that version of him, or it could be the one from Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
I don't
care. I don't care, man. If we're getting some more Shaq, I don't care.
Okay, you just want to see that mask.
I want a Hawkman spinoff.
That'd be cool. Well, we know that they purposefully didn't have Hawkgirl in it because it's something they can explore in the future. So I mean, there could be a movie about that where he finds Hawkgirl.
Also wondering. I mean, I heard. I don't know if it was you telling me this, but. I don't know if I'm misremembering something, but is it like James Gunn and Dwayne The Rock Johnson don't really like each other or something like that?
They disagreed on some stuff. Dwayne Johnson disagreed on what James Gunn was doing.
Look, Dwayne, I love the movie. Listen to James Gunn on this one.
Honestly.
I don't care.
Speaking...
Unless James Gunn is going to screw over Superman, then no. But
I think James Gunn could do a good... I think James Gunn could do a good Superman.
I agree.
I think he'll make it like the Superman we want.
Yeah.
But to me, the Superman I want is like the symbol of hope, not like some dark kind of Superman, kind of like what he's been. I want like bright colored, be Superman like float down, like has something like, "Hey, hello, folks," or something like that. Like when he floats down and saves.
Yeah. Kind of cheesy.
Yeah, I want the cheesy Superman,
but really down to earth. Yeah,
I want that Superman. And I want then you have the contrast between him and Batman. That's what it's supposed to be. He's all happy and bright. Batman's brooding. Doesn't like working with people.
Yeah. It's like I mean, you know, have Superman be a very lighthearted guy, but when he needs to take someone out, he can.
Yeah. He's dealing with stuff, but he puts on a happy face for the people. He's that symbol of hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see here. All right. We got a poster for Blue Beetle and a release date. Oh. The Blue Beetle poster. I mean, That's what you would imagine. It's just a picture of Beetle. It's got purplish blue color. At the bottom it says 2023, but the release date of it is August 18th, 2023. I'm happy this movie didn't get canceled.
As far as we know.
Like Batgirl. Well, I mean, if they're already doing this, then they got a poster.
Batgirl got canceled like a month before release?
No, they got canceled like a year before its release. It's supposed to come out next year.
Oh,
it was originally supposed to come out this December, but then it pushed back like earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
I heard that James Gunn has been in talks with the directors of Batgirl.
I was about to ask, is that in your news thing?
It wasn't, but that was an impromptu piece of news. So we'll see. Maybe the Batgirl might get revived. And plus, I mean, you got the Whale coming.
Brendan Fraser
already out. Yeah, and he could win an Oscar maybe, and I mean that could revive Batgirl maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
But we'll see with that. Blue Beetle. Apparently, we did get some news. The Beetle will talk to him in the movie, kind of like telepathically. And so it's like some kind of cartoon. I don't know what it was. Some Justice League Unlimited, maybe, or I don't know. Where that same thing happened. So if you've seen that, then it's kind of akin to.
Yeah. I've seen that before.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah. And that Ted Kord, the original Blue Beetle, is missing. He's not dead, but he's missing. And at the end of the movie, you'll find out what happened to him. And I think has something to do with Booster Gold. Because, I mean, Booster Gold and Ted Kord, they were kind of like him and Blue Beetle. They were good buds, from what I remember.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of books with them, like hanging out all the time. Yeah, thought I'd mention that. Blue Beetle, August 18th, 2023. Here's what I was talking about with James Gunn's DCU. DC Studios' new slate of movies won't begin until 2024, after the release of Aquaman 2, confirms James Gunn. So we have to wait until Aquaman 2, and then it all starts over. Or it doesn't start over, but it's continued in a way that's actually good.
Yeah. We will see.
Yeah, 2024. That means we'll probably get the slate soon. He said he's working on the slate, and it'll be revealed to us eventually. Happy to see that. It could be like Comic-Con next year. Be like, they could pull a Marvel. They could be like, hey, we want to show you our phase 1. You think they'll do phases?
They'll call it something else. Hey, I got an idea.
What?
Bring back DC Universe, or what is it called? Bring back DC comic. Like, what was that whole DC thing?
Oh, DC fandom.
Bring back DC fandom.
That'd be nice. That would be a huge show then.
Yeah.
But yeah, thought I'd point that out there. 2024. That's when James Gunn's DCU starts. Quick little.
Sorry, never. We can forget it. Yeah, you can keep going.
Okay. Quick thing here. Because of the Warner Brothers and Universal Discovery, their merger, HBO Max is merging with Discovery Plus, and HBO Max is getting a new name. It is now going to be just called Max.
Max.
Yeah, just Max.
Okay.
Just thought I'd point that out. So if any of you are on there, like, where's HBO Max at? Yeah. Max.
It's Max. Just yell out.
And this next thing isn't huge news, but I mean, it is because this has been a staple of the DC lineup for many years now. As you know, the Flash has confirmed that its final season is its next season, which is only 13 episodes long.
Yeah.
And I just point out for the fans of that, and I will be watching it because, I mean, I've watched the other seasons, so might as well finish it off.
Yeah.
Its final season will premiere on Wednesday, February 8th. It's the best Flash. And now he's leaving. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of mad.
Yeah.
I wish he would show up in a movie.
The only Flash we got is Ezra.
I want to see James Gunn's Flash.
Hey, won't be Ezra Miller? No, okay.
Please no. Yeah, I thought I'd mention that as the last piece of DC news. I do have one thing I'm going to review before we get into gaming. The Boys love to review it on the channel. We're going to eventually. But for now, I'm going to review something that's kind of related to it. It's a spinoff of the show. It's Gen V. Comes out next year. It's a college spinoff because the college called Godolphin University, and Godolphin is the name of the professor who owns the G-Men in the comics, which are like the X-Men of the boys. So I don't know if this is kind of setting that up or something, but I don't know. It's got the same name, so maybe. This seems equally as bloody and crazy as the show is. There's a shot of a girl literally has intestines, she's shooting them at people and is wrapping around some guy's throat. There's a shot of a ventriloquist doll getting its head ripped off and there's blood and a spine on its head and stuff. There's it's some crazy stuff. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son plays the main character of the show. Some characters are returning. A-Train is in the show. He's in the trailer. Clancy Brown. Was in the trailer. I saw that and I was like, "What?"
Mr.
I can't wait for that. Mr. Krabs. Yeah. I don't think of Mr. Krabs anymore. I mean, he's the second thing I think of, mainly because I'm used to seeing his face as Hank in Detroit Become Human.
Oh God!
He's in that game.
I was going to ask. I'm like, is Detroit Become Human now? Nah, dude. He's always Mr. Krabs.
Well, he's Mr. Krabs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's Mr. Krabs. Speaking of Detroit Become Human, I am going to finish that. It's taking me a while. I've been doing stuff. I wrote a 41-page paper. It's a lot. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it.
It's not even of the comic.
I know. It's I do need to write some of that, though.
Yeah, first time you told me, you're like, I got to write a 41-page paper. And I was all like, I'm like, dang, dude, for the comic? You're like, no, it's cool. I was like, oh, lame.
I would do one for 41 page for comic. I'm gonna say that though. TMI. Yep. But yeah, Gen V. It's gonna be nuts. Ashley, a girl from Boys, who's kind of running Vought. She's in it. And I think there's another character, but I don't quite remember who it was. But I do know there's someone else. This show is supposed to tie into season 4 of The Boys. I think it's 4. Yeah. Speaking of season 4 of The Boys, I just want to point this out. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be in this season.
Okay.
Yeah, the show is literally turning. It's made by the same guy who makes Supernatural, or made Supernatural. And literally, every actor that he's casting is from that show. Half of the cast is from Supernatural.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally cast one of the main characters of Supernatural as Soldier Boy. Now they're casting that character's dad from Supernatural, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Did you know Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in Supernatural?
I had no idea.
Yeah, he was. He was in it
I just know him as Negan and that comedian.
Yeah, and now he's also John Winchester, hardened demon hunting father, and he's a not nice. I was going to say word, but anyway, yes, Gen V. It's gonna be nuts. I can already tell. Yeah, I'm excited. We need to review The Boys.
I'd like to.
I might just take it off the wheel and just do it. Do season 1, season 2, season 3. Maybe we'll do that one sometime. Yeah, that's that. We can move on to gaming now. I do have 2 things that I was going to point out real quick. Yeah, Midnight Suns did come out. At the moment, unless it changes, maybe I'll ask for Christmas or something. I'll get it something. But I don't plan on buying the game. And so, I mean, we might review it sometime, but I feel like this is a Morbius situation. What about you? I mean, would you like to do this?
I will get it. Probably here in the next 2 weeks. I can't. I'm not definitely not next week. That's Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
Oh gosh.
I care way more about that than I do for Midnight Suns. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I don't think it's going to suck. And I'm just I got other stuff I'd rather play currently. I wish there was a demo I could try.
That would be nice, like a trial. Like
yeah,
on
like a
the-
trial.
Speaking of trials, I did also just popped in my mind. I thought I'd say something. I downloaded the trial on PS Plus for Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm gonna try that out. Not
I'm gonna have to try
not
that
superhero
out.
related, but I do want to play it. Maybe it's a game I might want.
I might try that out as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear good things about that. It's free. Okay.
Yeah, and then the second thing here is that Game Awards stream. Game Awards is tomorrow. We might get some superhero stuff. We might not. I don't know. Because NetherRealm might not be doing it unless it was a lie. Unless Ed Boon lied to us. But we are streaming it starting at maybe like 6:45, 7-ish. Around that, maybe around that time, we're going to live stream. It's our very first live stream, so it might have some faults. We're going to try to make it perfect, but it probably won't be. We're going to test it out tomorrow, and then try it on. Did I say the Game Awards was tomorrow earlier, just a minute ago?
Well, yeah, but I mean, for people listening,
I was thinking about like when this releases is about tomorrow, but for us, it's in 2 days. Well, actually, no, it is tomorrow now. Because it's 12. Anyway, okay, just go on all night. All right. Do tune into the stream. We have a surprise. Is there normally an intermission in the Game Awards, or is there like an
from?
Is there ever like a break?
Usually there is not, and I was honestly a bit nervous for Game Awards this year because Game Awards are usually very long.
But they said this year is supposed to be shorter.
Yeah, short, way more cut back, and I'm very thankful because as much as I love Jeff Keighley, I think he's a great guy. His Game Awards are usually really packed with unnecessary stuff. Like they'll have like 3 bands come up and play like a song. It's like, dude, just have one, cut the rest out.
I just want to see the orchestra play music for all the games that are up for Game of the Year. You get to see the freaking Bear McCreary do his music for God of War.
Yeah, I would love to see a mashup.
Hoser's going to be there doing Blood Upon the Snow from God of War. I'm excited for that. That sounds great.
Like I like one musical cue and that's it. And at the very end, play like maybe a mix of all the things. Like play some God of War, some Elden Ring music, some straight. I'm excited. I'm really. Hoping we get some good stuff announced, just so we can get some good reactions.
That's true.
I don't know what to expect. It's gonna be me.
All I know is that Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor. That is pretty much confirmed. Comes out March. Was it March 16th?
Yeah, something around that. I'm excited.
Yeah, March 16th. Yeah,
pre-ordering it. At Obi-Wan.
It's gonna be me, you, my dad.
Yep.
Gonna be there. We're gonna use the basement of my house. Hopefully everything works good.
Yep. Have the green screen.
Yeah, you got the green screen. Got the 25 foot.
25 foot HDMI.
You're prepared.
Yeah, and like I said, we do have a surprise coming. Me and Lena will discuss it maybe tomorrow, but when we'll reveal that? Probably at the beginning, maybe in the middle.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I think the beginning.
We will do it this day. As if you're listening to this, we don't know if we're probably gonna make it private, but we don't. Then
you'll be able to watch it.
You'll be able to screen record.
I'll delete it right after. So I mean, watch it while you can. But
yeah.
Yeah. Surprise! You're gonna enjoy it.
Yes. Okay, so what would you like to start with? Marvel's Avengers stuff or Spider-Man?
Let's save Marvel's Avengers for last so we can really get into that. Let's do Spider-Man 2 first.
Okay. Spider-Man 2. We got a bit of Spider-Man 2 stuff this week.
Right. I don't know about this.
Tony Todd, the voice of Venom, was on a podcast called the Deeper Level Podcast, hosted by Deeper Depths, right?
Okay.
Anyways, he was on there, and the guy Deeper Depths asked him a couple questions, and they asked him, "Okay, what can we experience of the action and the intensity with this game?" And Tony Todd pretty much said, the beginning of Miles Morales with that whole Rhino going through the mall. He says he says it feels like that throughout the whole game. It's like a crazy roller coaster.
Peace.
And he talks about Venom. He's like, Venom doesn't mess around in this. Like, Venom is very, very serious. Like Venom will kill you. You know,
gosh.
I mean, so like he's like, he's going hardcore. Like, I mean, I don't know. From what he's saying, I mean, again, if I was playing him in the game, I would say I'd probably say the same things. But I mean, Tony Todd, for someone that's worked in horror playing Candyman, I mean, you know, I mean, he says Venom's pretty ruthless and gruesome in this game. And that's good.
It's good.
Yeah, so that's all the confirmed stuff we've heard from first source of Tony Todd. Something else someone was hinting towards. Someone was talking about how in the somebody was rewatching the trailer for the Marvel Spider-Man 2 trailer, and someone noticed in the background it has this number. I can't remember. I believe the number was 718. I believe, and with this number, the guy comes to find out that is the area code for Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. Just a little coincidence there. I mean, which some people are believing now that is confirmation of we will be able to swing through Staten Island, Queens, and Brooklyn in the game.
You said what was the date? What was the not date? Sorry, the number. I
can't remember the top of my head, but I believe it was 718.
I was just looking to make sure maybe it was like the release date or something.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it did come out September 7th, 2018, so it could be like the 7th, 2018, like 18. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I could be dead wrong on the number, but I just know it was the area code. Hold on. Yeah, I'll look it up right now.
We have some alleged plot details for Blade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if you want me to like touch on it or.
Here, hold on. Just give me 1 second. It's New York. Yeah, 718. That's the area code. So it's the same for Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens. So I know everybody was begging for Queens and Brooklyn, but I'm actually surprised if we do get Staten Island. That'll be actually great.
Yeah.
So that's very good news. So now Marvel's Avengers, that's all Marvel Spider-Man 2 stuff. So finally we're getting a bit of news of that, and hopefully we can start ramping up with that here soon.
Huh. All right, I'm excited.
Yeah. I know it ain't much. I wish we could talk about some gameplay or something, but we're just not there yet, unfortunately.
I don't know if I'm going to talk about this Blade stuff. This is a lot of stuff.
Well, we'll save it for next week. We're already
this is a lot. I'm going to send you the link though, so you can read it, because it's like in detail, a lot of stuff.
Oh wow. Okay,
so I'll send it to you on Twitter.
Yeah.
All right. Avengers. Oh
yes. Yeah. You want to start off with? Let's start with Bucky, because everyone has played that.
Oh boy.
If you haven't played the game, we're 100% sure you played Bucky. Try them out.
Yeah. I'm a cat man.
Thoughts on Bucky so far?
Yeah. I'm a cat man. I've played. I guess I've played more Bucky than you have. You've played Cloning Labs, and I haven't.
Yes.
So I'll be leading talker on Bucky, and you'll be the leading talker on Cloning Labs, and then we'll come together and talk about the overall kind of what this does for the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bucky is a mix, very much so, like we talked about, of Black Widow, Captain America.
Yeah.
His rifle. I play him as a ranged character.
Yeah, same here.
His rifle, if you have the right gear, like good gear and stuff, his rifle can be insane.
Yeah, I have this piece of gear where it shoots plasma bullets. It looks like lava or something, and I have extra ammo in it, and it does incredible damage.
Yeah, I have a thing where if I think it's one of the skills actually. If I have one of my ultimate or heroic abilities going, I have infinite ammo, and if I do his Operation Override. Whatever. I don't remember his main ultimate.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember the name. He's like overriding his program or something protocol.
Yeah.
It lasts for about 20 seconds. I can go into the full auto and just infinite ammo, just like spraying everything. It doesn't run out of ammo the whole time. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
That being said, though, like I said, I was a cat main. So going into this, I was like, okay, Bucky might be my favorite if he does end up good. And I played as him. I am currently power level 150 with him.
Yeah.
Champion level like 16, 17, something like
that.
Yeah. I can proudly admit that he is my new favorite character. He's my main now.
Oh wow.
And I believe that Black Panther, it was the best DLC in my mind for like the amount of stuff that came with it and how like big expanse it was to the game. But I think this is one of the best ones yet.
I agree.
I think it's better than Jane's. I think it's just better than Jane's release, and I do think it's a little bit better than Hawkeye and Kate's release.
Definitely better than Spider-Man's release as well. Because just the content that came with him, clothing line. We'll get into clothing lines here in a minute, but as many outfits. How many takedowns? Well, there's like 6 takedowns at launch. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
6 takedowns, a bunch of nameplates.
Mm-hmm.
All the outfits are fantastic.
Yeah, I bought the masked with no goggles version of him from the Winter Soldier movie.
Yeah,
and then I bought the emote, him catching the shield. But I bought those together because I had to.
Yeah, and none of his outfits suck. None of them do. From all the ones that they have out right now, none of them suck. And you want to make sure they don't suck. That's where they're getting money from in the game. Yeah. And they're doing great. Challenge cards not too bad. I'm pretty happy.
I have one complaint.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's that he needs to be able to double jump.
Yeah, you think a double jump is needed?
He's a super soldier. He needs to be able to double jump.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Cap, and I think Black Widow can do it too, right?
Black Widow cannot double jump.
Can she not? Who am I thinking of then? Black
Panther can double jump.
That's what I'm thinking of. I think Bucky should be able to.
I think he should. When I think of Bucky Barnes, I think of like a Robin because that is kind of what he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think of like very athletic kind of. He can double jump. I can see him double jumping. It's very hard to. I think if you're able to wall run in the game, you need to have a double jump. It just feels because if you're jumping across, you need to have that extra jump to kind of make it even better. Yeah,
I do think that's what they should do.
Maybe they'll add it. Who knows?
I don't have much else to say. I think it's a great character addition. Good addition to the game, and it makes the menu look nice. I like.
Oh yeah. That's the
now I'm looking at the right side and I'm like, looks a little empty. Need somebody down there at the bottom.
Need She-Hulk. Come on. She-Hulk's the next one.
There was a video I watched yesterday of I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but he does a lot of Marvel's Avengers stuff.
Was it Casual Avenger?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It's he had dreads. I remember his name.
Is it Sadat?
No. That's another guy. I follow him on TikTok, but I don't know his name on TikTok. So, he's talking about what he thinks about. He says just looking at the menu, he has that gut feeling. He was like, I don't know. I feel like this game's gonna stick around for a while. And he laid out what he thinks is going to come. And he talked about She-Hulk will probably be the next character, maybe around March or April, is what he said.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then he was like, he thinks after that it should go. He thinks Captain Marvel should be the final like big character. After that, it's just like kind of not much going on, just like a movie, a couple small characters here and there. But because we know this game won't be around. I doubt 2024. I don't think it'll be going.
unless
something miracle happens. Yeah. But he said that he thinks a good thing that would revive this game like, or something that make a lot of people happy, is if like next summer, sometime next year, they do a duo release of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ooh.
Now they could do that. I mean, Ant-Man and the Wasp would be like there's like a clone of each other, except one can fly.
Yeah.
And maybe like shoot beams or shoot stuff. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know how they do the gameplay for those characters. That's my main thing of like, I don't know. But he did say that, and I was like, that would be cool. Have like that duo, like Ant-Man and the Wasp, and like a big. You have Scott Lang, and we know Hope exists in this universe. She's like has some kind of like letter or something in the game.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Ant-Man hey, maybe kind of bring back the Operation Conda or whatever, you know.
And you can also bring in Ultron, something to do with it too. I mean, yeah, he could be connected to Hank.
Him being involved, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, know Ultron's being worked on.
Literally, imagine Ant-Man and the Wasp, Operation Ultron, or something like that, or something. I don't know what you call it, but
yeah,
if they did that, that'd be pretty cool.
And then he said cool. Captain Marvel could come out, and he said it's ideal that her expansion would be as big as War for Wakanda, if not bigger. But I mean, I don't know if that'll happen. But she said that'll come out, and then after maybe like Falcon or something, and that'll be it. And that would get us up to what would it be? We're at 12 heroes now.
12.
So She-Hulk
13.
17 basically, if counting Falcon. If that happened,
I would hate it if they went to 17. I'm like, let's go up to 20. Let's go up to 20.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think War Machine is also a good option. So War Machine could be in that as well.
I know, and I mean Vision. I mean, Lord, man. I mean, dude, there's so many characters they could do, and things you got to think logically with the budget and the team size they have.
Yeah, I mean they're losing people on the team, but they're also hiring people. There's still a team there. I did see that Square Enix got removed from the menu of the game.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I mean, which is kind of a good thing, but it just all depends on what Embracer wants to do with the game.
I think Embracer's going to try to turn it around to see what they can do with it. Because I mean, Embracer, I'm actually pretty glad Embracer got the group. Because I mean, they see talent in teams, and I think they're going to try their best to try to turn the game around and make some good moolah with it. I'm telling you, oh man, I can't get the Ant-Man and Wasp duo release out of my head. Because I mean, that'd be a great idea, you know. Like, and that needs to be like a surprise. Like, say, yeah, Ant-Man's gonna be the next. Ant-Man's gonna be the next character, and let that be kind of what it is for a while. And literally give news about Ant-Man through that month and a half or whatever of what it would other than that in dead silence. But then at one point when you're kind of out of stuff talking about Ant-Man, take a week to not really talk about anything. And then,
I found that YouTuber.
By the way, Wasp is going to release with them as a clone, and then show off all the Wasp stuff. And then once release happens, have trailers, go crazy with the advertisements, and then everybody will be happy. It'd be great.
Yeah. By the way, the YouTuber's name is Cage SMG.
Cage SMG. I'm gonna put him up on YouTube right now.
KAG is Cage with a K. Space SMG. And the video I watched was Marvel's Avengers has a bright future! ! Question mark.
SMG. Is it Cage Space SMG?
Yeah, with a K. Cage is with a K.
Oh, I see. Marvel's has a bright future! Okay, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
I watched that last night.
I shall be watching that.
All right.
But
yeah.
But let's get on to the sour part of this. Okay, Cloning Labs. I
haven't played this.
I've not played this.
No. So I'm gonna rely on what you're saying and some of what I've heard on Twitter.
Yeah.
Which might not be a good idea.
Okay. What can I say about Cloning Labs? It's not good. Yeah, it's a really big disappointment. Okay, where do I begin? So let's talk about story. So story doesn't make sense. The story overall doesn't make sense within the context of the game.
Okay.
Because when you open up the game in this new update, it's update 2.7, correct?
Yeah.
As soon as you open up and play the game, Bucky is unlocked, right? You can play as Bucky throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole game, it it hypes up this whole mission or whatever. Hypes up the fact hey, I heard they're kidnapping Inhumans and all that, and they have some sort of weapon. And they at the very end, as everyone's joining, wanting to play as Bucky, he's already on the team. They act like he wasn't even there, and it's revealed at the end that the secret weapon was Bucky. In a cutscene. Do you fight him? No.
Okay. I know what they should have done to fix that. Yeah. This is why there should be operations, because you don't unlock the character until after you finish those missions.
Yeah, or just you do the first mission, and it's not even that hard. It's just a little. It's I think he walks somewhere and do a cutscene, and then they're unlocked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it was Spider-Man. He wasn't unlocked. I mean, literally, Spider-Man. You had to walk up to somewhere and do a web. You had to walk up to the web on a helicarrier.
Yeah. And I think it was the same with Black Panther, right? You went to Wakanda and then you got to play as him.
Yeah. You had to do the first mission in Wakanda.
Yeah, that's what should have been with. That's why I think they shouldn't have got rid of operations. They were. I get they were time consuming, but I mean, if we just got 2 operations a year and maybe clone character, echo character, maybe 1 or 2 of those throughout the year, that would be fine.
Yeah,
I would be sad. I'd be satisfied with that. But,
yeah,
that's just my 2 cents. I had to say that. That bugs me.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean,
or just don't make Winter Soldier playable in cloning labs.
Yeah. Another issue here. The game or you think in cloning labs you think you would fight some clones or something, right? Mm-hmm. No, you just fight robots as you usually do.
Yep.
And the boss fight with MODOK's not good. It's it's okay at best.
Do you kill MODOK?
Okay. That's hard. See that I don't really know how to explain.
What happens to MODOK?
You knock him down, and you can't. So you can't tell if he's dead or he's just knocked out. He's all "I will defeat you, Avengers," and you can't tell if he's dead or not. And the cutscene's super glitched, where it zooms in on his head, on the backside of his head, where you can't see nothing at all.
Gosh. They're struggling over there. At least Winter Soldier's good.
This is oh god. Yeah, Winter Soldier's good, but Cloning Labs is I hate it because I'm not the best reviewer on this.
They
stuff.
spent 2 years working on it.
Yeah. Them. That's another point I was going to make. With them working on that for 2 years, and this was the best they could do. I mean,
it's kind of unacceptable.
It's pretty, very, very unacceptable.
Shame on them. They need to do a timeout.
According to Miller, a lot of stuff was cut from it, and I don't doubt it, but yeah, I mean, this thing was kind of. I would say it was kind of a bit misadvertised. Because it kept saying, "Hey, this is the end of AIM." I'm getting high from okay, hell yeah, dude. We're gonna, finally get the conclusion of the main game.
Yeah,
Is it
the end of AIM?
Doesn't feel like it. That's for dang sure.
Well, I'm still fighting them, so
it's just still fighting. It doesn't feel like it.
No, that sucks.
Yep, very.
Was that everything you had to say about cloning labs?
Yeah, it sucks. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, let's go ahead and rate update 2.7. What would you rate update 2.7?
Winter Soldier stuff's fantastic. Fantastic. I couldn't I couldn't, Winter Soldier's fantastic. I'd say a great addition to character. For cloning, for a clone character, he's not bad.
Yeah. He's
Pretty
less of a
good.
clone than what I thought he was.
Yeah. Does he I was gonna ask you this. Does he feel like it just feels like I'm playing Captain America or Black Widow?
No.
Do you ever get that feeling a bit?
I get that feeling one or two times, and it's when I'm doing his R2 like run. Because it's the same like kind of movement that Cap does, where he has like the thing out in front of him. The only thing is there's no shield.
Yeah.
And see, and I subconsciously think I'm playing as Cap sometimes to do that because I try to run into enemies and it doesn't do anything to them.
Yeah.
And I had that happen a few times.
I hope that is not a glitch because with Cap,
I don't think it is.
I expect it to kind of drain because it does like a power move.
Uh-huh.
But
Bucky runs fast though.
Yeah, he runs fast, and I'm glad it doesn't take down your instinct ability.
Yeah. And the second thing is, he's got unique moves. The whole triangle thing, the shotgun rifle like spray.
Yeah, they like a grenade launcher.
Yeah, that's good. But his combat, like slide attacks and stuff, are Cap's attacks.
Yeah.
Just with a knife. And I don't notice it as much, but mainly because I wasn't really like a melee person with Cap, I was more ranged.
Yeah.
So maybe that's one of the reasons why Bucky feels so different to me. But those are the only two I can really think of. Other than that, I feel like he's an Echo, but he's like he's not really. He's Cap's best friend, so you would, and he trained Natasha in the Red Rip. You would assume that he would.
That stuff makes sense. So that's why I wasn't too upset. Like it's not like.
If anyone would be a Echo besides Jane, it would be Bucky.
Yeah, if like Sam, it's Sam, Falcon, and it was like a clone of Hawkeye or it was like Black Widow and Hawkeye for some reason. It's all like I don't know. It's like I can maybe get the Black Widow part with the guns maybe,
yeah.
But like why? I don't know. Just if you're going to do a clone, just have it make sense. Makes sense story wise, and that it doesn't feel copy and paste. Have some new animations. Have it.
Quicker takedowns. That's what.
Yeah. That's probably my big complaint with them is that
there is one quick takedown, and you get it. It's the first one you get in the challenge card.
Yeah,
that's quick.
And it's not like the takedowns look bad; they're animated good.
Yeah,
it's just
they're just slow.
They're just slow. I like to do like a quick just slam.
I have one thing I don't like. His ultimate ability. When you do it, he like jumps up and spins and slams down. When he slams, he lands in a superhero pose, but he doesn't land on his metal arm. He lands on his metal arm.
Yeah, you think
kind of weird. I look at it and I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's like land on.
It's not nothing big. That's just kind of like that's something they can fix.
A little pet peeve, yeah. No,
yeah, they can fix that easily.
No, I get it. No, I agree.
But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Let's go ahead and get back to the rating of what we're gonna do with this.
So Bucky's good. Cloning labs suck. Yeah. I got mine as well.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna say a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna. I'm gonna lowball you because I'm saying a 5.5.
Ooh.
Better than average.
Yeah, you have only played half of it.
Yeah, better than average.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna say 6.
Because for me, it's better than average. It's not a 5. Winter Soldier makes it a 5.5. He's still a great character, but just everything else is just.
Yeah.
But then again, they did up the power level to 185, which was a good idea.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll give it a 6 too.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that.
They gotta have better in-game content than stuff that's like
the game can't just rely on new characters. It has to rely on new characters and fun replayable missions.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. If
Troll mode needs to come out.
If Cloning Light came out back when the game was fairly somewhat new, or like a year old or something, then like whatever, hey, just one good mission, whatever. But dude, we've been hearing about dang cloning labs for 2 years.
Yeah. The thing that irks me the most about the game is that it's not what it was advertised to be when they first started talking about it.
Yeah.
And like they used to, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, that's cool. We're gonna have New York. They'll add that. Maybe one time they'll add Wakanda. Or they'll add the Hell's Kitchen as a place, and then they'll put in Punisher or something like that. And you get to play as him, and play with your friends, and go through. Yeah. And this made it sound it kind of made it sound like it was gonna be like a free roam thing, is what I originally thought.
Well, they said it's not. Well, from what I remember, they never said it was gonna be open world. But it was open areas, and those were like the threat sectors and all, and the war zones.
Yeah, and that's not like when I first I thought this game was something completely different before it came out.
Well, the thing is, they never made it clear on what the game was until like way later.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
I remember when we got that first teaser trailer for this game back in like 2012, I don't know, something like that.
I was 2012. No, dude. We got that
2014.
Nah, I want to say it was 16? Like 20. No, it was like 2017.
That little like teaser that had like
it's like 2017.
Are you sure? Marvel's Avengers teaser. So I know it came out way before the game came out.
No, it came out like 5 years ago, so it was 2017. I knew it.
Where's it at?
It's right there. It's on the Marvel's Avengers announcement trailer.
Oh, it's an announcement trailer. Announcement. Is it 2017? Not Avengers Secret Wars. It's not what I'm...
Yeah, it's January 26, 2017. It was early 2017.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like right near my birthday, man. Dang, that was hype.
Yeah. Yeah. We should probably go ahead and get ready to end this episode.
Yeah. But Cloning Lab sucks. Unfortunately, you gotta play it to get 185, so that's a real
yeah.
It's not, I don't like it. There's just one puzzle. If you know, you know. That just sucks. But
jeez.
Yeah. It's time to end it off.
Yeah, impromptu piece of news real quick. Just wanted to say Hulk is coming to Fortnite sometime in the next month. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and end this off. Thank you all so much for joining us this week. Check out the stream tomorrow, please. And if you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or on Facebook at the Comic Book Burrito _official page. Or on Instagram at the Comic Book Burrito _official. Or on Twitter at the CB Burrito. Capital C, capital B, and Burrito.
You can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or check out my YouTube channel. Well, a couple of things on there, but I will be posting new stuff here soon related to here on the podcast and podcast related back and forth, advertising both ends. Come follow me. We'll love to talk to you.
Yeah, and with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here, and we will catch you in the stream tomorrow. Make sure you join in. It's a fun one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!